Obi Toppin and Immanuel Quickley are the future. In the final game of the season, Obi had an incredible 42-point performance, and in the same game, Immanuel Quickley had an incredible 34-point triple-double. But quickly before we get the video started, for those of you who may not know, I'm Juicy Sports. I make opinionative NBA content, and if you guys enjoy videos similar to this, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that post notification bell. But anyways, let's get into it.
Oh yeah, I work with the medics. I'm about to get you injected. I got a couple connections so I can get you prosthetic.
Obi Toppin has been phenomenal for the Knicks at the tail end of the season. The combination of the bigger opportunity that he's been getting alongside with the more confidence that he's had this season, especially at the tail end, has been perfect for him. But of course, confidence and opportunity isn't necessarily everything. You actually have to have skill as well, and there's been some major improvements that Obi has made this season to really propel his game to the next level. Probably one of the biggest improvements that Obi has made this season, in my opinion at least, is a ball handling ability that he does possess at this point. Obi does a phenomenal job at using that ball handling ability to really dribble past whatever defender's guarding him, and due to the fact that he's already very quick and very athletic, adding a great ball handling ability to that would just complement that ability even more and just make him an even faster and quicker player. There's been so many times this season where Obi would have the ball and he would fake a pass off and quickly dive all the way to the basket for an easy dunk or layup, and that increased ball handling ability certainly gives him the ability to do so at a very high level. Now actually, another huge improvement that Obi made to his game this season has been his three-point shooting ability. Now in Obi's rookie season and the first half of this season, Obi was one of the worst three-point shooters in the NBA. But the second half of the year, Obi Toppin has really done a nice job at turning his three-point shooting ability completely around, and at this point I would say Obi's a pretty nice catch and shoot three-point shooter. And the fact that Obi improved that ability gives him more confidence, which would make him play better overall, but also significantly helps the Knicks as a team as well, because when guys like RJ Barrett or Alec Burks are driving all the way to the basket, the fact that Obi Toppin has shown the ability to spread the floor would help them out significantly, of course, because whenever they get doubled or triple teamed, they can easily kick out to Obi for a wide open catch and shoot three-point shot, or if the defender is respecting Obi from that three-point range, it would just give one less defender for either RJ or Alec Burks to worry about once driving all the way to the basket, and just give them a lot more open space. But honestly, even besides his three-point jump shot, Obi has just been playing a lot better this season. He's creating his own jump shots as well now, a nice little one dribble pull-up, a nice little post turnaround fadeaway, just driving all the way to the basket, and all these new abilities and new confidence that Obi has had this season has really turned into a phenomenal player, and in my opinion, I feel like it's pretty clear at this point what the New York Knicks should do. I think the New York Knicks during the offseason should trade away Julius Randle. Whatever they get in return would be whatever they get. I think it's crucial to actually trade him away. I'm not necessarily saying that Julius is a bad player or anything, because I do think he has a ton of talent, but I just think it'd be mutually beneficial to both sides if this trade were to go down. And the main reason why I'm saying this is I just think Obi Toppin needs that opportunity to be the starting level power forward on the Knicks, especially due to the fact that he's been playing so well, and also him and RJ Barrett have shown a really nice 1-2 game, either running the pick and roll or pick and pop, and although it's been a pretty small sample size towards the tail end of this season, I just think Obi Toppin has proven, at least to me personally, that he has what it takes to be the starting level power forward and maybe even get better as time progresses. But we're never going to be able to tell what Obi could be if we keep Julius on the team and just have Obi as a backup. And overall, just the way that Obi has been playing at the tail end of the season, especially the crazy game that he had against the Raptors at the last game of the season, just gives me so much confidence for Obi going forward long term. But another guy that's been playing so well for the Knicks and also has been a draft pick of theirs has been Immanuel Quickley. Unlike Obi, in IQ's rookie season, he played extremely well right out of the gate. Not only was IQ playing meaningful minutes right away, but he was also playing phenomenal basketball, just running the pick and roll / pick and pop, putting up that nice floater of his, driving all the way to the basket from time to time, drawing fouls constantly. Overall, Immanuel Quickley was playing very well in his rookie season, especially considering what the expectations were for him, or lack of expectations. But similar to Obi, at the start of this season and really the first half of the year, Immanuel Quickley really did struggle pretty tremendously, and a lot of fans around the NBA, and especially Knicks fans, were wondering if Immanuel Quickley was actually as good of a player as he was playing last year, or that was just a fluke and he wasn't necessarily that kind of guy. But towards the second half of this season, season, Immanuel Quickley has been playing extremely well. He found his game once again. He's putting up great 3-point jump shots and shooting it at a pretty high rate as well, just crossing over into a 3-point jump shot, sidestep and step back, as well as of course catch and shoot. He has a pretty nice pull-up mid-range jump shot as well from time to time. He puts up some floaters. He doesn't necessarily put up as many floaters as he did last year, but he certainly still has it in his bag and puts it up from time to time, which I mentioned in a lot of my videos, but I think basically every point guard in the NBA really needs to have that floater within their game because there's just too many opportunities in the lane once running the pick and roll / pick and pop or just driving all the way to the basket in general to easily put up that wide open floater. And of course, Quickley has a pretty nice floater. Driving all the way to the basket, I would say he's solid at that. He has a decent ability to finish around players with crafty layups, either his left or right hand. But really the big change from Immanuel Quickley in the second half of the season compared to the first was just his confidence level, and that really came from his great 3-point shooting ability that he has been as of late. But in terms of actual skill improvements that Quickley has made from year 1 to year 2, Quickley has done a really nice job at improving his passing and playmaking ability and really just running an offense coming off the bench in general. Because in his rookie season, I would say he had some flashes and some moments of doing a nice job at running the offense, but overall, he wasn't necessarily known for his passing and playmaking ability. But I would say so far this season, especially towards the tail end of this year, Quickley has done a phenomenal job at just running the team and just getting players wide open shots and making their lives a lot easier. And that's exactly what you want to see from a point guard on your roster. And originally when Quickley was playing well in his rookie year, I kind of saw him as a 6th man of the year type player, and maybe he could still be that kind of guy. But the way he's been playing as of late, getting 2 triple doubles recently and just putting up crazy numbers, running the offense pretty effectively, I think Quickley has clearly proven the ability to be a starting level guy, if not next season, maybe in the future. And I would love to see the Knicks give him that opportunity. And for Obi Toppin, I guess I would say I was a little bit nervous during his rookie year when he just wasn't playing well for the most part, but I wasn't necessarily panicking just due to the fact that he wasn't getting a huge opportunity and was playing behind Julius. And after his performance during the playoffs where he played very well, I gained a lot of confidence for him. And at the start of this season, he didn't play really all that well, so I got a little nervous again. But based upon how he's been playing towards the second half of the season, I think long term he could certainly be an all-star type guy. Maybe that sounds a little crazy at this point, but when you just see the type of numbers that he's putting up as of late, I know it has been a small sample size, but just looking at the type of numbers really shows the true talent that this guy has. And if he gets his consistent opportunity that he has been getting at the tail end of the year, and he gets a full season of that, I really think the sky is the limit for this guy. And that was kind of the scouting report for Obi going into the NBA. He was seen as a guy that can just basically do everything. He could spread the floor as a catch and shoot 3-point guy. He had a pretty decent handle and was pretty athletic, obviously, and can drive all the way to the basket. He can create his own shot from time to time, but the big concern was his defense. And although at this point his defense still isn't good, I'm not going to say that it is because it's not, but I think offensively he's very versatile at this point, and in terms of his defense, hopefully he can improve upon that as the years progress. But overall, when you're talking about these two guys that the Knicks drafted in Obi Toppin and Immanuel Quickley, I think both of these guys are going to be a huge part of the future for the Knicks, and I think they were obviously phenomenal draft picks. The Knicks did a phenomenal job that year in drafting those two guys, and I'm just very excited to see what these guys can do going forward. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Immanuel Quickley and Obi Toppin are the future for the Knicks, or do you not think so? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy, check one of these two videos popping up now, and until the next time, peace out, guys.
Oh yeah, I work with the medics. I'm about to get you injected. I got a couple connections so I can get you prosthetics. Hope you can't go where I'm headed.